Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's tutorial we're going to be talking about how to build a crypto investment website with KYC verification, with email notification, with complete admin control, and the front end is also very powerful. Okay, so we're going to go straight into the installation process, and then I'm going to walk you through how the admin and the user dashboard works. Okay, so let's go through the installation process. So I have my cPanel ready here with me. I've got my domain name and I've got my hosting. If you've not gotten your domain name and hosting, you can get yours from Web. Web has a good server, so you can use Web for your hosting services. Okay, so once you've gotten your domain name and your cPanel ready, this is what you're going to do. First of all, you're going to open your file manager. Yes, then you're also going to open your email accounts. Yes, then okay, then we're going to open our MySQL database wizard. So these are the three tabs that we need to start working with first. Okay, so now we're going to upload the file that we are going to use for this tutorial. Okay, so I'm going to make this script available for you at the end of this tutorial. I'm going to tell you how you can get access to this script at the end of the tutorial, so please stay tuned. So for you, when you are installing your scripts, you install it straight into your public_HTML. But for me, I'm going to be using a subdomain. I'm going to be using this subdomain, so I'm going to install it right here. Okay, so I'm going to upload the scripts right now. I'm going to upload the file into my file manager. So all I have to do is go and select the zipped file, and it is going to upload. Okay, so now, like I would always say, when you're uploading something to your file manager, always ensure that this bar turns green. Even if it's 100% and it's still blue, do not click on this and do not leave the page. Okay, so while we're waiting for this to upload, this is what we're going to do. We're going to create our database. Okay, so we're going to create our database, and we're going to configure our database while we're waiting for that to upload. Okay, now I'm going to use a password, let's say okay. I'm going to open my notepad, and I'm going to store this in my notepad. Okay, that's the password, and I'm going to store the username and the database because we're going to need it. There you go. Perfect. Now next, I'm going to click on all privileges, then I'm going to click on make changes. Nice, we're done with that. Now the next step we're going to take is we're going to upload our MySQL file into our PHP MyAdmin. Okay, so you go to your PHP MyAdmin. Perfect. Now this is the database we just created. I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to click on import. Now I'm going to choose file. Perfect. Now I'm going to get the file. Now this is the file right here, and I'm going to click on import. Okay, so while it's uploading, let's check this. Okay, it's at 20%, so we'll come back for it. So while this is loading, let's go create our email account. Okay, so I'm going to need an email account for this to work. So let's say info. I'm going to call this okay, and I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to store this right here also, and I'm going to click on create. Perfect. So now we just have to wait for this to upload fully, and then we can begin. Okay, now our SQL file has uploaded, so we can actually just edit the admin password and username. So if you want to get your admin password and username, all you have to do is go to admin column here. Perfect. Now this particular column, this is where we're going to edit. Now we can change this to, let's say, mail.com. we're going to change this to 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and we're going to encrypt. Okay, so just look for encrypt. Okay, here it is, and then you click on go. Perfect. We're done with that. So we just have to wait for this to completely upload, and we can begin configuring the website itself. Okay, so it has completely uploaded, so we're going to go forward to configuring the script right now. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to extract. Okay, so I'm going to extract. Perfect. Now if you reload, you're going to see everything right here. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to delete this because I don't need this. Perfect. So it extracted straight into the subdomain I created. Okay, so perfect. Now so if you go to the site, we're going to check, and you're going to see that it is active. Perfect. So this is a well built front end for a crypto investment website. Okay, so it has a live trade bar, it has well crafted text and pictures, and everything is perfectly done. Okay, so you can take your time and you can read through it. You see, it's perfectly done. Okay, so now we won't be able to log in now because we have not actually configured the database. So that's the very next step we are going to do. Okay, so I'm going to go to my accounts folder. Okay, so I'm going to go to my accounts folder right here. Perfect. Okay, now so I'm going to tell you the specific folders that you are going to edit to get your site running ASAP. Okay, so first of all, you go to setting right here. Now you're going to click on show hidden files and disable character encoding. Okay, you click on save. Now you're going to see some files that were hidden are now showing, so we're going to click on edit. We're going to edit this .env file. Okay, now we're going to edit this file with the database that we just created right here. So you have the database username, the password. I'm going to put that here. I'm going to get the database username, okay, the name and the user. Perfect. Perfect. Now after doing that, we're also going to take now our site name. I'm going to take our site name, yes, and we're going to put it right here. Okay, I'm going to put it right here. Perfect. Now remove the end. Perfect. So now one more thing, we're going to change this to nice, and that is all. So make sure you do not touch any other parts from what you just saw me editing. Okay, so you're going to click on save changes, and that is good. Now, okay, I haven't done that. We're going to go to the config folder. Now you're going to look for mail.php and you're going to edit. Now this is what controls when you send a mail, the name that shows on the mail. So we're going to change this to our site name. Okay, so I'm going to delete this. Okay, I'm going to put just this. Perfect. Then I'm going to go down and I'm going to do the same here. Okay, so this is the email I created. I'm going to put that right here. Remember, I created info at, so I'm going to put info. Perfect. And I'm going to put my site name here too. Pro fund. Okay, perfect. And I'm going to click on save changes, and that is all we need to change here. Okay, so now our site is active and ready to go. So I'm going to sign in. I'm going to sign in as a user. I'm going to sign in as the admin also. So let's register an account so we can sign in. Okay, so I'm going to click on sign up right here. Perfect. So let me just add a username. Okay, perfect. Email, I'm going to use this. I'm going to put in this password. Okay, I'm going to choose a country. Okay, you can leave referral. Click on accept the terms and privacy. Click on register, and we are good to go. Perfect. Now you see, this is the admin, this is the user dashboard. Okay, so now you can actually turn this into dark mode if you wish. Okay, so you can turn this into dark mode, or you can leave it as light mode. Okay, so let me leave it as light mode, and let's go straight into checking out the different features. Now you see, as a user, I can actually do so much. I can check my profit record. So how much have I made since, from all the different plans, how much have I made? I can check my transaction history. I can check my crypto exchange. You can actually exchange one cryptocurrency for another. I can invest. Okay, all I have to do, if I want to invest, all I have to do is buy a plan, or I check my recent investments. I can also refer users, and I can also contact support. Okay, so let's check out the admin dashboard. Okay, so I'm going to go to account / admin login / login. Perfect. Now you remember the admin details we used. Remember the admin details we used in the PHP my admin. Okay, so I'm going to use that same detail to log in now. So now we're going to edit this. Now this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to settings, go to app settings. Okay, now I'm going to edit this to suit what I want. Okay, so let me change this first. Okay, so this is my site URL. Now I'm going to change this to my site name. Okay, perfect. Now I'm going to click on update. Now if you have your logo, all you have to do is come here and browse for your logo, and you upload it, and it's going to show up on your site also. Okay, so now let's go. We're done with website information, so let's go to preferences. Now these preferences allows you to control completely how you want your site to run. Now when a user logs in, you see, when I logged in, when I created an account, it didn't ask me for email verification. That's because it's disabled in the admin dashboard. Okay, so if I enable this, when I log in, when I try to register as a user, they are going to ask me to verify my email before I can actually log in. So you can enable that or disable that. Okay, KYC verification. Do you want the site to ask your users for KYC when they try to withdraw? You ask them for documents, some documents, before they can withdraw. If they don't submit the documents, they cannot withdraw. And when they submit the documents, the admin can actually approve the documents that have been submitted or reject the documents that have been submitted. Okay, now do you want translation on your site, or do you want to turn off the translation? I want translation on, so I'm going to leave this on. Okay, now trade mode. If this is turned off, users will not receive their ROI. So that means if you turn off trade mode, when users trade, they are not going to get their returns on investments. Okay, now do you want weekend trades, or do you want the user to be able to trade during the weekend or not? So you can turn this on, you can turn this off. Also, do you want an announcement to show when the user logs in, yes or no? And you can also set up what you want the announcements to say. Okay, so everything is completely manageable from the admin dashboard. So I'm going to change this to the email we created. Okay, I'm just going to copy this name. Perfect. Perfect. Now that is all I'll be changing here, and I'm going to click on save. Perfect. Settings saved successfully. Now the last one we're doing is email setting. Okay, now always use send mail. You use send mail. So I'm going to change this to this is the email I created. Then also I'm going to change this to my site name. Perfect. And that is all I'll be changing here, and you click on save. Perfect. Now let's go through the admin dashboard. Now I can, as an admin, I can set up new plans. So these new plans that I set up, they are going to show up in the user side. Now let's see the user side, and you're going to see the plans that are available. Let's see. You see there's only one plan available, and that's the plan that we saw in the admin dashboard. So let's go create more plans so the user can actually invest. Okay, so I'm going to call this plan, okay, so what's the minimum price? So let's say the minimum should be, the maximum should be, okay, so what's the minimum return they can get? The maximum return they can get, let's say. So you can just go on. Do you want to give them bonuses if a user buys the plan? So yes, we want them to have bonus. So now this top up says, how often do you want to add profit, the ROI, to the user's account? So do you want the profits to be added every 30 minutes, or do you want it to be daily? Do you want to be weekly or monthly? So you can actually set this up right here. Okay, so I'm going to leave this hourly. Now top up percentage, do you want it to be a percentage, or do you want it to be fixed amount? Now if a fixed amount is like, do you want it to be 200 every 1 hour, or do you want to be 300 every 1 hour? You get. But a percentage is a percentage of whatever they actually invested. Okay, so you can choose whatever you want. If you choose fixed, it's going to give you if you choose fixed, you just set in your amount. If you choose percentage, you set in your percentage also. Now investment duration, how long do you want this investment plan to run? Now always make sure you read these descriptions underneath each settings before you set, so you set them exactly the way you want. Okay, now I'm going to click on add. Okay, 1 day. I'm going to click on add plans. Perfect. Now if we go back to the user side, you're going to see that this has been added. Okay, perfect. So now let's check out the other features of this dashboard. Okay, so you see manage users. So these are the users that I currently have active here. So I can actually decide to delete a user. Okay, so this one, KYC has not been verified, no investment plan has been made, account balance is 0, bonus is 0, but these are all the details of the user. Okay, so I can actually decide to check the login activity of the user. How often has this user logged in? When was the last time the user logged in? Okay, so I can check even where they logged in from and their IP address also. Now other things that I can check is I can block this user. So if I block the user won't be able to log into the account at all. Okay, I can also turn off trade for this particular user to stop this user from trading. I can credit or debit this user. I can reset the password of this user. I can clear the user's account. I can add trading history. Okay, I can add trading history to populate the user's trading history. I can edit the user. I can send this user a message, and I can also log in as this particular user from the admin dashboard, and I can also choose to delete this user. Okay, perfect. So you see the user has been deleted. So there are so many things that you can actually do. Now you can manage your deposits, you can manage withdrawal. Managing deposits is when a user deposits, the admin gets to approve the deposits, or the admin gets to approve the deposits or reject the deposits. Okay, so let's make a deposit from this user's account. Okay, let's fund account. Okay, so you can choose payment. Now the admin can actually go forth and choose whatever payment methods they want the user to use. Okay, so let's choose Bitcoin and let's make our deposits. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Perfect. Okay, so all I have to do is copy this, make my payments. okay, and then I can upload my payments screenshots. So once I've done my payment, I can upload my payment screenshot, click on submit payments, and then it's going to show up in the admin dashboard, so I can actually approve or reject the deposit. Okay, so now you can do the same for withdrawal also. Now you can also add an admin, you can give someone access to your site, and you can also manage what that person can actually do on your site. Okay, so now basically you can set up your referral settings, set up your payment settings, different payment methods you want your users to use. Also, you can set that up here, you can delete and you can add more. You can also do this, you can set up your exchange settings, your subscription and all that. Okay, so this is a very easy to use and quite simple to install software. If you need access to this script, all you have to do is follow the instructions in the description of this video and you will get access to the script ASAP. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you and have a nice day.